Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Saturday, October 28th. I'm Michael Taylor. Thanks for joining us. And we've got a great show for you. How about your pets? Always want to make sure they're okay, always want to make sure they're healed. Well, we have Healing Hearts Emergency Animal Hospital's Dr. John Supance coming on the program today. Talk to us about the services they provide over at the hospital. And Republican Club, Ro Kendall and Pat McCone, they're going to be here talking about an upcoming event they have with the Republican Club, so stay tuned for that. We've got some information for you too. We want you to stay informed, and it is open enrollment season everywhere and here in the village as well. So the Medicare Open Enrollment Clinic is going to be going on Tuesday, November 7th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. over at Clubhouse 2. And it's very important. A lot of the changes have been going with Medicare with the prescription drugs and all of those things. So we want to make sure you guys have the latest information and doing what's right for you. So it's time to review that health and drug plan for 2024, the options you have, understand your health care choices, compare and analyze plans, identify potential cost savings. You're going to want to schedule an appointment for that. They're taking appointments at 714-560-0424. And if you have any other kind of questions, you can call the other number there on your screen at Social Services, and they can help you out with that. So make sure you get out there at Clubhouse 2 for that one coming up on November 7th. Our local weather, well, we've got some wind, and it's going to be warm, and we're going to have some Santa Ana conditions as we go through the weekend here. It's going to be hot on Sunday, and it's going to be even warmer on Monday. So Santa Ana is here, and that is just one of those things that would happen this time of year for the fall. And our October and November, we get those Santa Anas, and one's kicking in. It shouldn't be too severe. The winds around here are only going to be up to maybe 12, 14 miles an hour, so nothing major. You know, the canyons and the passes and the desert, those where the wind really kicks up. For us, we're just going to get some breezy and warm temperatures and mostly clear skies throughout the weekend, so we can enjoy that, I suppose. Sunrise and sunset, we got a way big adventure for you here. We're going all the way out to the Galapagos Islands on this one, on our sunrise and sunset picture. This is from Lori Maloa, and she was out at the Galapagos and took this amazing picture out there. Our sunrise is 7:06 today, and our sunset tonight is going to be at 6:02. The days are getting shorter. If you want to send us some pictures, you can do that. It's very easy. Laguna Woods Village TV at gmail.com is our email address. Make sure you include your name. If you take a great vacation, send us a picture of that. Or your pets, send us a picture of that, whatever it might be, or just great shots around here in the village. Make sure you send us your name, where you took that one, and horizontal picture if you can do that. That would be great. All right, when we come back, we're going to be talking to the folks from the Healing Hearts Emergency Animal Hospital. Stay with us.
What's easier than blowing out 65 candles? Choosing an Alignment Medicare health plan that's tailored specifically to you. Need access to 24/7 telehealth and concierge services? You got it. Members also receive an Alignment Health Plan Black Card with a monthly allowance and rewards for engaging with your health. At Alignment Health Plan, we don't think of these things as extras, just things you deserve. Save your wish for something that isn't healthcare related. Call or visit our website today to enroll in an Alignment Health Plan.
At Healing Hearts Emergency Animal Hospital, we are dedicated to emergency veterinary care through high-quality veterinary services and compassion. We offer state-of-the-art diagnostics at competitive pricing. Our doctors will see and care for dogs, cats, and most exotics. In case of emergency, rest assured Healing Hearts Emergency is here for you when your primary veterinarian is closed. Open nights, weekends, and all major holidays.
Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now is Dr. Mike Supance with the Healing Hearts Emergency Animal Hospital. Hi, so nice to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to come in and join us today.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
So I'm assuming you must be an animal lover.
Of course.
Do you have pets of your own?
Yeah, we have 2 cats at our house, and they're great with our kids, and they love
playing around with us, and they chase us everywhere.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, did they jump in the crib and stuff when kids were babies?
They do. They did, yeah.
I never had a cat around during the time when I had babies. I think it was just too much. But I always wondered how
A lot of energy.
a cat would be with the little babies. So tell me about your background. Why or how did you, find out or know you had the calling to become a veterinarian?
Well, I grew up in Orange County, right in Mission Viejo, and I went to school at USC, and during that time, I volunteered at a local hospital out in Mission Viejo, and just volunteering there really solidified my calling. And then shortly after volunteering there, I actually worked with Dr. Bershauer, who owns Healing Hearts Animal Hospital, as one of his technician's assistants. And I did that for a few years through undergrad until I went off to veterinary school.
Okay.
And so this is, I don't know, a kind of a cool reunion. Now working with one of my mentors.
Yeah.
Since
Isn't that a cool feeling?
Yeah,
like somebody you look up to and they are teaching you and helping to shape who you end up becoming, and then the next thing you know, you're peers.
Yeah, it's an incredible opportunity to work
That's
alongside.
wonderful. What is one of the most joyful things or the most thing that you get out of being in this profession?
Just, especially in emergency, every case is going to be a surprise. The animals can't tell you what's wrong, so you get to figure that out. And then seeing how quickly the animals can turn around as far as when they're critically ill, and then with some TLC and time, you can get them feeling
Healthy
a lot better,
again, yeah.
and get them home.
Oh, that's wonderful. What is the motto behind Healing Hearts?
Well, we're an emergency animal hospital, and it's compassion. So we have the utmost compassion for the pets that we see and the owners, and we completely understand and respect the human-animal bond, and
Yeah.
I would say that's our motto.
That's wonderful. And so I understand Healing Hearts, it's a fully equipped emergency hospital, and it can handle any emergency that someone's, pet may experience. What are some of the traumas or things that, people bring their pets in to you guys for?
Most commonly, I would say, would be just your sick pets, just like sick kids, if they've got some sort of stomach bug, and then the dehydration that goes along with that, just kind of getting them at least stabilized, if not, but we always recommend we always discuss the diagnostic workup to find out why they're sick, or make sure it's not something that would require more intensive interventions. And then just physical traumas, whether it's dog attacking another dog or vehicular traumas and things like that. Those are what I would say. Those are the majority of the cases that we see.
What is coming in. Is there certain types of animals that come in more often, or what types of animals do you treat?
I treat dogs and cats.
Okay.
My experience with other other pocket pets and birds is limited.
Okay. Now, do you have how many people are on staff? Because you guys are
Sure.
open 24/7.
We're open from 6 p.m. till 8 a.m. Monday through Thursday, and 24 hours on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we close at 8 a.m. the following Monday.
Okay.
We're looking to expand those hours when the time is right. But yeah, those are our hours as they are now.
So now, is it mainly just you and the other doctor, or do you guys have like a whole
We have
staff?
we have our technicians, and they are they're paramount for treating. We have an excellent team of veterinary technicians who helps us day in, day out. But as far as full-time doctors, it's me and Dr. Bershauer.
Okay.
But we have some relief doctors every once in a while.
So then are you just kind of like on call during those hours that the animal hospital is open? Like if it's not your normal hours that you're working and the technicians are taking care of things, then so it's like one or the other doctors like on call type thing for any major things that happen?
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as when it's during business hours, we're in the hospital, and when the hospital's closed, we're not.
So every weekend you're working 24 hours each weekend?
Oh, Dr. Bershauer and I split the
Split it
weekends.
up.
So,
Okay.
so he works the nights, I work the days during the weekends.
I'm always curious about doctors, like, you know, and firefighters, and I mean, it's the hours that, you know, you put in for that calling. It's definitely a dedication and wonderful thing to have. So, and then you also work hand in hand with the patient's own veterinarians as well.
That's since
Tell me about how that relationship works.
Yeah, so oftentimes when pets get sick, they will first go to their primary vet or try to go to their primary vet. And if they're seen and it's late in the day before they close, because most family veterinarians close around like 5, 6 o'clock, sometimes later, but oftentimes they'll recognize this is beyond what we can, like this patient is beyond what we can treat before we close. So then they'll give us a call, round us the case, let us know what's going on with this pet and what they think is going on and what they think it needs, and then they bring their pet to us, or the owners will bring their pet to us, and we pick up where they left off. And whether that's hospitalizing overnight or a surgery or finishing a diagnostic workup, we do that often. And in the mornings, we give the family vet a call and let them know what's going on, what we ended up finding, what treatments were administered, and whether that patient's ready to go home or if it is stable enough to be transferred back to the family vet for continued care, or if it's beyond the scope of care that can be provided at a family veterinarian, if it needs a specialist, or if it needs to go for MRI or specialist surgeries and things like that.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. That's great that you do that and keep those doors open. And
Yeah.
Have you ever had like a scared or aggressive animal, and how do you handle those types
Sure.
of situations?
Yeah, oftentimes, like working in the emergency room, it's high pressure, and we have great technicians that are very skilled at restraint, just enough to get them to keep the animal safe, keep the technician safe, keep me safe, and if necessary, there's chemical restraint, or what we call sedation, conscious sedation, just to help
Calm the animal.
calm them down.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's often helpful.
And then I understand you also offer a discount for seniors?
Yeah, there's a 10% discount for senior citizens, yes.
Okay. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you for coming in
Of
and
course.
sharing all this information about your business. It was nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too.
All right. Well, don't go anywhere. We will have more of This Day coming up right after this.
Farhamond and her associates at Brilliant Smile are excited to announce we now feature cone beam computed tomography. CBCT scans have many benefits over traditional x-rays. They are fast, safe, non-invasive, and provide better care to our patients. The 3D images provide an accurate view of teeth, bones, and soft tissue. It allows us to diagnose and treat more effectively. Also, it features modern diagnosing of sleep apnea by checking the airways and obstructions. Get started today. Call Brilliant Smile, Laguna Woods Village favorite dentist.
At Renew Ketamine Infusion, Dr. Justin Yannick and Dr. Tanya Dahl are board-certified physicians with nearly a decade of experience in ketamine therapy who can help those who haven't found success with other treatments or wish to avoid daily medications. Whether you're struggling with depression, PTSD, anxiety, or chronic pain conditions, our private spa-like clinic focuses on creating the perfect setting for your ketamine treatment. Call us today to schedule your free physician consultation to determine if ketamine therapy is recommended for you.
Welcome back to This Day. Joining me now from the Republican Club is the ladies, Ro Kendall and Pat McCone. So nice to see you guys again.
Oh, it's great to see you too, Bobby.
Yeah, how have you guys been? How have you been? How's life going? Any plans for the upcoming Halloween holiday?
Not that one. Not for Halloween. We're just going to be meeting with a gentleman for our next Light on America show, but that's for another time.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
So no dressing up as like Statue of the Liberty or
I think I'll wear my flag. I think I'll wear my flag. Yeah, no.
Well, Veterans Day is coming up every year. It's always on November 11th, and this year it's so nice that it's on a Saturday.
Oh, yes,
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
But the Republican Club, you guys want to honor the Laguna Woods veterans and do a special luncheon for them. And so tell us a little bit about this event. When is this going to be?
Well, our veterans, we have almost 2,000 veterans in Laguna Woods, Bobby.
Wow.
And these men and women are just so humble and outstanding citizens, and they're not honored very much. So we just wanted to honor them. With November 11th being Veterans Day, we wanted to kick off the month with our Friday meeting and have it be a special celebration. So we're inviting all of the Laguna Woods residents who are veterans who would like to come to the luncheon, and it's going to be a complimentary lunch for them. So we're on the program today. We've put out flyers, invitations to areas where the Towers has about 35 veterans. So right now we have almost 40 already veterans, but we're still hoping more will want to come, so that's why we're promoting it today. And we have a special guest speaker. His name is Bill Ring. And Bill is a Vietnam helicopter pilot. I actually heard him speak when I went to a dinner in June. And he's a Vietnam helicopter pilot and a Purple Heart recipient from the United States Marine Corps. And he served in Vietnam and is an HMM-364 helicopter pilot and distinguished veteran who was awarded with medals that included the Distinguished Flying Cross, the Purple Heart, Air Medal 26. He flew 529 combat missions in Vietnam, and that was a horrible war. And he also got 4 presidential unit citations. He got Combat Active Ribbon and the Vietnamese Cross of Gallantry. This man, he's got such an extensive bio, and he's so humble. Honestly, he spoke for about 30 minutes, but his testimony was riveting. So I know our veterans and all of our members will really, truly enjoy and appreciate what this man and all the veterans in our village have endured, so we could be free.
Absolutely. And such an amazing thing. I'm sure he has a credible testimony to hear. That will be wonderful. And then you're also having a second speaker, presenter, Craig Van Doren.
Yes.
Tell us about him.
I'll tell you about Craig. His honor flight is Honor Flight Southland, and it was established in 2014 with his wife Sandy. They're co-founders, and they are a 501c3, not-for-profit, 100% volunteer organization. So they're really dedicated, and they were created solely to honor America's veterans and all their sacrifices. So they safely transport our veterans to Washington, D.C. to visit and reflect on their memorials. Top priority is given to senior veterans, World War II survivors, particularly because there's only, there's not that many of them left. Most of them are 90 plus. And also other survivors who might be terminally ill. So they really give priority to those who are most needy, I would say. And of all the recent wars, in recent memory, I should say, it was World War II that truly threatened our very existence as a nation. And as a culturally diverse and free society that we are, we've just been given this wonderful gift from these men who fought. And we're here because of that. We're very close to losing it all. And the other thing I just looked at is that according to the Department of Veteran Affairs, an estimated 860 World War II veterans die each day. I couldn't believe when I read that.
Wow, yeah.
So this is going to be our time to express our thanks and these brave men and women. Time's running out, so we want to do as much as we can. And in the spirit of that, we're going to be doing, we're going to make that our contribution benefit, because we do our what do you call it?
Opportunity
drawing every month. You get to win half of the pot. The other half is going, the other half of the pot, I'm trying to say, is going to go to support this cause, because we really, and one of our members, Anita, right? Anita's husband, he was a recipient, and it meant the world to him.
Wow. Oh, I'd love to see his pictures and story of when he was able to have done that.
Yeah. He said it was the most impactful event of his life. We have another member who's going to be coming, Dick Sadler. He lives at the Towers, and Dick also went last October. So Dick he says too, it's one of the most impactful things of his life.
Do you know how many veterans they're able to take?
They take about 30.
Okay.
And 30 of them also, they come with their some guardian, and they assign them a guardian. They travel mostly in wheelchairs because they go to they go to the World War II site, they go to the Vietnam Memorial, they bring them to the Lincoln Memorial. So in a day, they do a lot. So they make sure they have them safe. But even on the honor flight, this is what Anita told us, on the honor flight going over there, ahead of time they have people write letters to them and notes. So on the way they get a packet, and they're able to read all the notes with acknowledgement and thanks for what they've done. And I guess it must be truly a moving experience. It gives me chills.
I know, yes, I'm definitely having chills just as you're talking about this, that just to show the appreciation and the gratitude and the sacrifices that these men and women have made for us, for every one of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's truly
And a lot
incredible.
of them, they say most of them have never been to D.C.
Yeah.
They've never even been there.
I was
So
going to
that's
ask us,
amazing.
either of you have been?
I have been,
You've
yeah.
been.
I've been to all those.
I have been to the White House.
Oh, wow.
I had a tour of the
Wonderful.
White House. That was pretty special.
Yes.
I have not been, but it's definitely a bucket list.
Oh,
I
yes.
would love
it's
to go do
truly
it.
an amazing
I
place.
was really hoping my 8th grader this year would be doing the trip with his school and to get to go. But I guess they don't allow parents to go now. Like they only have a certain certain couple of people to watch or something. So it's not like every parent can go. So
That's too bad.
but maybe a family trip.
Yes.
I'd love to get like a
Yes.
motorhome and go across the country.
That's on my bucket list.
Yeah, that would be amazing too. So, and then lastly, for the lunch, people can also donate to help pay for the veterans' lunch.
Yes, they can sponsor a lunch.
They can sponsor lunch, yes.
So for $25, they can send us a check, or if they're coming, they can give us a check at the door, and it'll help just offset the cost for many of the veterans that are coming. We hope to have about 50 or so. But thanks for reminding us of that, to talk about it.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you for coming in today to share this.
Can we give Patty Zingaro's number?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. If you can, if any of our veterans still out there want to come, please call Patty Zingaro. Her number is 303-866-9600. And we'd love to have you.
Is it 886?
886, I think.
886.
9600.
886-9600.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Yes, I will. I was just going to say that as well. So thank you.
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, no, you're good. Perfect. So everyone is invited to attend this meeting of the Republican Club featuring speakers Bill Ring, Vietnam helicopter pilot and Purple Heart recipient with the U.S. Marine Corps, and presenter Craig Van Doren, chairman and co-founder of the Honor Flight Southland program. The special luncheon celebration to honor all Laguna Woods veterans is taking place on November 3rd in Clubhouse 5. It starts at 11 a.m. Speakers will begin at 11:30 and lunch is at 12:15. For information about reservations for this event, please call Patty at 303-886-9600. Don't change that dial. We'll have more of This Day right after this.
What does it mean when your mammogram says that you have dense breast tissue? Basically, what that is trying to tell you is that the density of your breast is so great that sometimes it's tough for the mammogram to see through that tissue. That's why it's important for you to understand your breast density so that you can consider different types of screening.
All right, as we wrap up the show, I want to take a look at our Saturday movie for you, and it's a great one. We have The Little Mermaid, the remake of the live-action remake of the old cartoon. It's brought to us by Saddleback Memorial Care, and it's going to be playing at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. It is the remake of the youngest daughter of King Triton, and Ariel is beautiful and spirited. You know, it's always those father-daughter things. All these girls are always spirited, you know. Got to beat that spirit out of them, but not in this one. She longs to find out more about the world beyond the sea. Ariel visits the surface, falls in love with the dashing Prince Eric. Following her heart, she makes a deal with the evil witch Ursula to experience life on land, and that's where things start to really cause some trouble for her. So hopefully you guys get a chance to watch that one. Let's take a look at some announcements we have. And we have Catch the Wave of Jesus Love. That's going to be the fall festival over at the Lutheran Church of the Cross, and that is going to be October 29th. And it's going to be from noon to 3 p.m. this Sunday, October 29th. And so for more information, you can call or go to their website. And we got some Halloween fun as well coming up here in the village. So you want to make sure that you're going to be part of or at least watch the golf cart parade on Halloween on the 31st, this coming Tuesday, over at Clubhouse 1. It's going to be from 11 a.m. to noon. Always a fun time. It's brought to us by the Recreation Department here in the village, and that should be a good one. Let's take a look at our weather, maybe for as we get closer to Halloween as well. It's going to be warm on Tuesday. I already peeked. I snuck a look ahead. I know this doesn't have the Tuesday forecast in it, but Halloween's going to be warm, like it is sometimes in years, because those darn St. Anna winds we have, and they're going to be kicking up mostly a little bit on Saturday, then Sunday really starts to warm up, and then Monday's probably going to be our hottest day of the week, but Tuesday's going to be maybe touching 80 as well. So that should be, you know, we're going to have a warm one. And fall's coming. Don't worry, winter's coming, but we're not here just yet. But we are here at the end of the program. This is going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we want to make sure you make this day a great one, and make sure you join us on Monday for Saddleback Memorial Care and Advanced Ear Care, a day of caring here at the Village TV. Thanks for joining us.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. Remember me? I'm the king of whoopee. And you're watching Village Television. But everybody does.